Good day, fellow comrades. This is Layman the talk. So my short talk today could be about the conflict of state succession, where it dey go on the ground. Why I call and say the conflict of state succession? So state succession na just international law principle where it define the situation we get with La Republique. We all know, say, for 1st of October 1961, independence be kicked in as the Republic of Southern Cameroons will be a separate country on our own. We will decide to join La Republique in that process. We all remember, say, for 1961, January 1st, La Republique be getting independence with the name La Republique du Cameroun. And when they get their independence, we will be still negotiate our own independence with United Nations, since we will be a trust territory under the United Nations being administered by Britain. So we will not ever be British Southern Cameroon, because Britain not ever colonize we. It be there like a caretaker. So you know, if you take your caretaker name, you get to keep your name. So for 1961, October 1st, we join La Republique in a union. That process will be called a process of state succession. What it means, so waiting, two sovereign states then join together, then form one big state. That state will be called the United Federal Republics of Cameroon. Where we be a federal nature state. Where it means, so waiting, two states they exist equally. Just as for Senegambia, where Senegal and Gambia they be joined, they form Senegambia. Or Tanganyika and Zanzibar they be joined, they form Tanzania. So this thing will be done with La Republique, no be a unique thing. Plenty countries they be don't do one. Even Ukraine and Georgia, all these Slavic countries, they be there under Russia, under USSR. They be joined with Russia, then form the United Soviet Socialist Republic. So this thing will be done with La Republique. It not be a bad thing. Nothing will be done all over the world, especially at that time. So we become for La Republique with good faith. What's be happen as a La Republique they begin bad heart. So they start the disrupt institution and small. First of all, they can't bring unique party. So now only one party there. But guess what? It will be a violation of the union agreement, because we'll be in a parliamentary system where it means say we'll be the vote now parliamentarian then parliamentarian, then I will go vote prime minister, where will be equal to the president for La Republique. Now, so when they bring in the uniparty system, that will don't join them. It disrupts the internal political system, because under one party system will not be free vote to prime minister now normally. So as we join them, already by 1966, they don't already start to erupt with institutions then. So as they continue with that bad fashion, 1972, Ahijo illegally make a referendum where it talks say make we all vote, so we want to change the form of state. The problem now say wait, this decision will be wrong at two levels, serious levels. The first level now say waiting, the agreement will be entered with them. Who will party be joined them, they be signed and be talk say waiting. You can never change the federal nature of this country. Will be created. So that United Federal Republics, it will be founded on the premise say the federal nature of those two states will never be changed. What it means say we will not be fit join La Republique again more than we don't already join them. We'll be there for keep our country, we'll keep our own laws then, we'll keep our own lawyers then, we'll keep our own courts, we'll keep our own parliament. Me then get their own parliament, but then decide to join the two. We will be against the 1961 Union Agreement. So as they violate that first one, they don't stop there. Okay, then go ahead, then decide to create a fake country where they call and say United Republics, where we didn't only for paper, but where they belong go back for their name, where they will get independence with them, when la Republique du Cameroun, they be just the hider. So as then abuse that federal clause where we talk say this, so we know if we ever change the form of state. Now we'll be grateful, leave them, we'll go back for a country. The Prime Minister begin to come back. He talks say no one forget, none of us will do with them. We'll erect our own flag. We'll restore our institutions them. Because before one join them, we will already get an independence constitution for 1960. We will be the user. So we leaders, them, our parliamentarians, them, they begin to simply come out back from that federal assembly, then come back for Southern Cameroon assembly, then create back their institutions, them, continue with Kamwata, with power cam, and all with industries that will be get them will stay away from La Republique. But for some reason, then will Papa they not be do them. They be fear Aijo because we not be get military at that time. We not be able to fight back. So Aijo it transformed those institutions then, and then now what will happen? I say another process of state succession escalate. Because the Republic be destroyed that United Federal Republics, it means it don't extinct the country we belong to. We no longer belong to. Because we no be belong to La Republique, we be joined at the Federal Republics. As then destroy those the Federal Republics, we begin to go back to becoming the Republic of Southern Cameroons. Who would call them now say the Republic of Ambazonia. So that no be done. So we pay the shit now under a process of annexation. So annexation be start effectively on the 20th of May 1972. So that day na a day for shame. Now a day where we pay them, they don't be fight back, then slap we pay them, then turn the other cheek, then slap them, then hold we, then kill we pay them cry, then run, then go them back for boya, go remain slaves for inside their own house. So that conflict of state succession where we bring we together for 1961. Now still that process of state succession is separate we from La Republique for 1972. But because say some of the party they don't give them small money, they chop fine, they no be bring them up, they keep them quiet. Now for 1984 now where Paul Biya, if he don't come to power, he decides to sack all this party for government. Now, time that way people they them, they start filing and say, no what, make we claim back with sovereignty in the Republic of Ambazonia. The question where we give for ask this will pay them now say waiting. Since 1972, where they be destroyed the union agreement, will be get with La Republique du Cameroun. They be destroyed the federal system. They be take over power camp. They be take over Kamwata. They be take over all that would industry they will be get them. Why would party not be fight back? So today we there for the same situation. All we need to do now for remember La Republique say we'll be being a sovereign country that will be join them. We'll be get agreement with them when I them breach the contract. So we boys then the fight say make we go with separate way. The boys are legitimate, they have the legal right to fight. Now why that way America no fit hold any of we send we back? Now, why that way Britain no fit hold any of we send we back? Now, only Wayo country in Nigeria with them too, they need to respect their own laws. If we catch who brothers them for Nigeria, send them back for La Republique, make it kill them. So Nigeria they owe we an apology for not respecting their duty when they be getting towards us. We then get a duty of care because we've been brothers with them. But then leave La Republique mash we. So I want to make this more audio for people who they don't read or they don't get the patience or read my write-up about the origin of the conflict of state succession between we and La Republique du Cameroun. Thank you very much. You have a good day. Good day, fellow comrades. My name is Lehman. So for my first presentation, I explain how this conflict, a conflict of state succession, where it simply means saying a conflict between two countries, them, where they become together then try to live in a union, it no work. So by law, the two countries then get right to separate with each other without killing each other. Why I talk so? The reason I say, if we go back for history, as I be presenter, will people then be choose for vote in an exclusive referendum for join La Republique du Cameroun, make them create a new country where they be call them say the United Federal Republics of Cameroon, or some they call them the Federal Republics of Cameroon. So for under this agreement, they be present what they call and say bylaws. So bylaws will simply be now rules then we could govern the living arrangements between La Republique du Cameroun and the Republic of Cameroon and the Republic of Southern Cameroons. So inside these rules, then, will part they be make sure somebody then write and say La République, or we will not ever change the federal arrangement of this new country will be created. And Article 47, it be state clearly say the federal nature of this state no fit be changed. As it be changed, as we be examining last time, it be bring in the conflict of state succession. We mean see that two countries then go back their separate way because they don't change the federal nature of the state. So Article 2 for that same constitution be talks about it. As the people they go their separate ways, no group of people or individuals will exercise the sovereignty, which means the power to act on behalf of the state, will not be the people them come together, elect them in a democratic election, give them that power, make them manage the affair of the states. Since the state be destroyed from 1972, since that time, people they never ever get the opportunity for go out, go vote freely, for choose the leaders the way they want and make them govern them. Like people don't send the military people them, say na jail them, they can't govern we. Say na governor them, they can't govern we, like so be occupied people them. And true now because we be occupied people them. So what to be the solution? The solution I say wait, who people they were in there for outside country, then get for organize themselves like Ambazonian people, maybe like groups. They give organize themselves like Ambazonian people, where them they outside, where they don't run this war. Then go for all these countries, then their government. Go tell them, say, La Republique don't subjugate their own country. Me the member that vote where they be vote for April 21st, where they be agree, say, we will be a sovereign country. It there for book for UN. It there all over. So when people they need to go for them now for go back, they be going to go remind them of that vote where they be vote, upholding with independence for United Nations General Assembly Resolution 1608, where it be confirm the will of the people then, where they be given for Foncha. See me Foncha take we go to Fumba and arrange make we and La Republique will stay together. And now these people them now for these various countries them and the UN, they now could invoke that same right will be used for join La Republique. They could talk same people they now decide again whether they want for stay inside an abusive union with La Republique or they want to separate as they become out on for 2016 with peace plans them. They be march against La Republique. But this time now, them go talk say we not go only match now leave plans them because they don't fit count leave plans and show them. They could put ballot box. Me any man write his name. Write who's away come out, he papa in name, he grandpapa in name. He put them for that box say I decide on behalf of me and my grandpa then. Say I want to make we be with people them who control our own country. I want to say make we restore back with power camp. With cooperation the way La Republique don't can destroy them. I want to say more we restore with Prime Minister the office for Boya. We no want to say make this francophone then there for territory again. So now they vote that way they call them say an exclusive referendum. my mommy, my papa them. When I get for understand, say, will not be people then for war. Will be people that will respect human blood. Will not like to kill each other or kill who neighbors them. The fight where they go on, that the Republic bring African kill who picking them. We will not get we money for buy gun and bullets, then they kill people. Will be people there for peace. Now, why that will people they become out with peace plant? Now time for we for engage the international community. Say we want to make them come stop this fight, and then we people them could organize them. Don't be like Republic, they organize the referendum. Now we people they could organize them with the help of the international community, as they be help we for go for Canada and for Switzerland for talk for end the war. So they could call we again, we go sit down with Tory. When we Tory now, we could decide now say we could end the war, and then we people they will come out again. No be groups them could go. Now we people then get to decide. Groups they no get no power for force with people then. Now we people then get power for force the groups them and everybody, because we people them are the sovereign people. So maybe when I know here this talk with the talk so we could fight to the last man standing. I want to ask you now say, all these people the way they don't shoot down for diaspora, they talk say they could fight. How many of that Peking they don't die for this war? Not be all that Peking they go for school, they build big houses. Now time when una people then to get for shoot down, make like Republic stop for kill, we own Peking there for ground zero. Now time when people then give us stand up say no, we own Peking they to get for go school. But we want to see me like Republic pack a car go. We say self we could decide what we want to do and for our country in that vote. We could write, we name them, go put them so that even after 1,000 years, we begin the see and say that the action this will be taken. Make no man no lie when I say some people if you go sit down, negotiate a political settlement, can give una freedom. Now lie. The last time they become out, they be go for UN, they go bring flag, they can march over the Mongo. Wait till happen. Now for sure when I say them, the people who they call themselves leaders, they don't go take freedom, can give them for una. Now only una who come out una empty hand them, who una peace plant, take that pen and paper, write una name, go put her for ballot, say una no one la Republic again for una land. No man no get that power except una. Now the question I say, how the people them for outside feel help una? The people them for outside, they engage for constitute themselves as Ambazonian people, as I be talked before. Then go for these countries the way they stay for day. Then talk for their government, say, una help with people them for ground. They kill we every day. Una can't help, una get power, una stop, una create a buffer zone, make we picking them come up for bush. Una bring you peacekeeping forces, me stop this war, and there will people that will come up for outside, they could vote, they could decide. Now what's that what they call and say the right to self-determination. Make we no never meet these people, then they hide for outside here, the fool when I say they fight war. Why that picking them be safe? Their family be safe. Now when our own picking they die every day. War na bad thing. Spilling human blood, it curse a land. We get for make sure say we find a solution where it could stop the killing of our children. It could stop for make we women them widows. It could stop for make we picking them orphans. Make we not hear the talk where these people they come down on their cell phones them say they could fight. Who said they could take weapons? They could fight big army like Republic army. Who escape we picking they get that training for kill human being the way like Republic they kill human being. That's nothing. Who not be a war people now? Why they will become a peace plant? So at the back una, make una no let them make them drag una into this adventure where it need to affect them and their families. Thank una plenty.